Frankie, we're gonna make a mac on the grill on location today on BoxMac.
That's what I call a close encounter.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Magnificent bastard, I read your book!
Free, think to speak.
What was the last time we did a 4th of July episode?
It's been a couple years, hasn't it?
I remember. It was when you did chicken number 2. We had Angry Kirby. Zach brought steamed hams.
Yes.
Gloria was very small.
Yep.
So here's the deal. The holiday was coming up. Wouldn't it be nice to give them a BoxMac 4th of July? And we had just been sent these commissary 4th of July Macs.
That's right, yeah. For the
Freedom
military
Macs.
bases, the Freedom Macs.
As for the Mac, they are a smidge exclusive, as they are only available at U.S. military commissaries. Whether good or bad, this is an opportunity to try it without having to raise your right hand.
Freedom's choice. That's pretty cool.
You know what? This would make 4th of July episode. And so we were starting to prepare for the shoot, and John goes, Frankie, do you know what happened to those Macs?
Yeah, I asked Frankie, like, did you maybe take them home? Because I don't know if there's something else in the box that you wanted to take home.
I'm like, take them home. No, I didn't take them home.
Then it occurred to me, like, wait a minute, maybe we use these Macs in an episode, but it's an episode that's not released yet. It's in the can, so to speak. So I had to go back to the audio on the audio recorder and listen to the episode.
Yeah, he goes, Frankie, we're both old men with bad memories. So then I was like, well, what can we do? And he goes, Mac on the grill?
Mac on the grill. This is completely untested, untried, ridiculous idea. Once you've done some prep at home, which is cook your pasta, you can do everything else on Frankie and Nina's slightly neglected grill.
I don't grill a lot. The first thing I thought when you were like, we could do Mac on the grill was, won't it all fall through the grating?
I've got a whole setup here you can see. An extensive collection of tools and cheeses and delicious things.
What do the chips got to do with anything?
The chips are gonna be the topping.
What?
It's a silly thing, okay? Look, we're gonna have thin streams of ketchup and mustard on top of the Mac for serving.
This is crazy.
That's Graham worthy right there. I think this is gonna be a fun time.
Yeah? Do you think it'll be tasty?
I think it'll be edible for sure.
Well, that's a start.
I've got some pre-made elbow pasta. We're gonna put that on the grill with the elements of a cheese sauce, okay? I've got a pound of Velveeta cheese here, Carnation evaporated milk, and then I'm gonna add to that some Cabot Seriously Sharp. This is the aged Seriously Sharp, not their base one. And I've got some smoked Gouda. And that whole pan's gonna go on the grill, and the grill's actually gonna heat up the cheese sauce and make it all melt together. Then in addition, I've got some Market Basket natural casing frankfurters here, and a nice Angus beef burger. I'm gonna cook both those on the grill. We're gonna cut them up and put them into the Mac, mix it up, and we're gonna have a delicious grill Mac.
No way.
We're actually gonna put some mustard in to make the cheese sauce as well. That'll be nice.
Genius.
We're also gonna put some mayo in to make the cheese sauce. That'll add a nice creaminess to it.
My kid loves ketchup with French fries.
Yeah. You know, what I've got...
Disturb my reading.
The thing I'm wondering is, where do I reach to light? That's the question.
How do?
I mean, I smell the gas.
Boom.
We're lit. One burner is lit. Wahaha. We got a grill. Now I'm gonna heat the grill up. And I brought my cheese grinder today. This is a new purchase of mine.
Cheese grinder.
Could you take charge of the Velveeta? You're gonna cut it up into small cubes, and I'm gonna work on grinding cheese. Do you have any 4th of July traditions that you do?
Well, we'll go to some parade, I suppose.
Yep.
We just went to New York City. New York City.
New York City.
New York City. New York City. Yes.
One thing about this city I've always felt, though, it's a little gross.
Yeah.
You know, Rocky IV, Team America, Independence Day itself, of course. Those are my go-tos for sure. Facebook videos keeps serving me this guy named Superhuman. It's human with 2 M's. He does this backyard stunt type stuff. Hillbilly jackassery. Every video is basically the same. The only variance is how differently he hurts himself. So he'll stand on a table or something and he'll go, hey, what's going on? This is Superhuman and today is the table of macaroni and cheese. This is for all the juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home and I hope you like it. Whoop, whoop. And then he takes his shirt off.
Yeah.
And then he starts trying to psych himself up and he goes, yes. And then he leaps onto, it could be barbed wire, it could be a concrete slab, it could be a table, it could just anything that's destructible.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he screams for dear life because he injures himself permanently.
Of course. And then you'll see him next time. Yeah.
It always cuts mid-pain.
Yeah.
Today, he is going to attitude adjust me through a table of carnage.
This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home. I hope you like it. Whoop, whoop.
And is he still actively making new ones of these?
I believe he was originally featured on a show called Tosh
2.0?
Yes.
Do the juggalos and juggalettes appreciate what you're doing for them?
Yes.
You get a lot of feedback from them?
Yeah.
What do they say?
Whoop whoop.
A wrestler like McFoley has sort of popularized this idea of like take out a camera and hurt yourself. Jackass, of course.
Yes.
But I can't say that's a way that I have ever used my acreage.
No. To hurt myself intentionally?
You know, hurting yourself intentionally is a young man's game.
It definitely is.
I've got this broken tailbone I always talk about. That was just from one small injury. And it causes me physical pain for the rest of my life.
For the rest of your life. Yeah. There's a point at which you just start accumulating those and they don't
Yes.
go away.
Do you find that like as you go about your day,
Yeah.
as you get older, you guard the body more?
Oh, yeah. I'm like 70-year-old man cautious.
Really?
My nephew wanted to have a jumping contest.
Oh, Lord.
And I was like, how long has it been since I've jumped?
Right.
You know, and I had a jumping contest with him because
Yes.
I will.
Yes,
But
for
I
his
was just
sake.
like, this is a sensation I have not experienced in a long time.
I don't normally jump. I don't do jumping. Jumping is a nay thing.
Yes.
All right, I got cubes.
Okay, you want to try a little of this cheese?
Oh,
Frankie?
hell yeah.
There's 2 types here. Smoked Gouda on top.
Oh, bro. Oh, my God, what a good cheese. What kind of cheese is that?
This is Market Basket smoked Gouda.
I've been saying for a while that artisan crafted smoked Gouda from Walmart is our favorite Mac. Might just be smoked Gouda is super good.
And try a little, underneath there's a different cheese. There's a Cabot Sharp.
You might actually be making a good Mac.
I hope so. And see how easy it made it? It was so quick.
Yeah,
to get
normally that
cheese
would
done.
require...
It would require Nina working most of the episode. We've got our pasta here, a pound of de Sasso. I'm opening up my can of evaporated milk. Could you please add about 3/4 of that cheese in?
Sorry to use my bare hands,
Oh,
everybody.
it's fine.
But this is a family that's cooking right
This is
now.
a family cooking. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a big handful of this as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
If we can't infuse smoke into it,
Right.
we can infuse that smoked flavor.
We can fake it.
But what I do have to do now is I gotta get a burger and some dogs cooking for this Mac. Natural case Franks. These are one of my favorite Franks lately.
Really, no soggy dogs.
No soggy. Soggy's kind of going down quality.
Really?
And then also from the Market Basket Fresh Foods area, 6-ounce Angus patty. Could I just say, Nina, that you have a small collection of Pfaltzgraff here that I love.
Yeah. Where did we get all these, Nina?
Like the Amicable Church Fair?
This is the first time I'm ever making this, so it's a real by the seat of the pants
This could turn
experience.
into a winning recipe, or it could be
a complete and utter disaster.
a mac and cheese of carnage. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop, whoop. Wow, cheeseburger and dogs in the Mac.
Yep. Yeah, we wait a little bit, like 5 minutes.
And if you close your eyes,
Hey-o, hey-o.
I saw a tweet thread, a collection of videos where extremely famous, humongous hit songs by bands were in their infancy and played to small rooms.
I've seen that one played. It was
Yes,
incredible. It was
incredible.
a great performance.
But if you close your eyes,
There's one of Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yep.
And people aren't reacting because they've never heard the song
Yeah,
before.
I've never heard it.
The song is called Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Dance Monkey, that's a new word.
Yep.
I think it's worth pondering. Nothing guarantees that any one of those songs become the transformative cultural hits that they are.
Absolutely.
Makes me wonder, have I ever been to a live performance
Yeah.
from an independent creator, a local musician, where I was like, wow, this is really great?
I don't think I ever have.
Probably not.
No. Frankie, can I send you on a task because there's more things I forgot to get for tools? A spatula and maybe some tongs.
Tongue, sir.
Tongs, spatula and a tong, spatula and
And
a
a
tong,
tong.
spatula and
And
a
a
tong.
tong.
I'm gonna cut a little butter in the meanwhile, Nina.
Oh yeah, because we don't have enough butter B-roll.
This is outdoor butter B-roll. It's a whole new category in the butter B-roll file.
You're gonna be a street vendor?
You're gonna be a street vendor?
We were in New York City and she saw the locals doing their illegal street vending, run away from the cops.
Look at these dogs, they're coming up beautiful. Want a little bit of char in them, not too much.
Whenever we have a summer cookout, summer party,
Yep.
John's the hot dog and cheeseburger guy.
Look at those grill marks.
Oh, hell yeah.
It is melting. It needs a stir.
Summertime.
Great song.
It's summertime and the living's easy.
Will Smith recently, who's like 57 years old, released some new rap. I love pretty girls. Pretty girls are hot.
I love pretty girls. All the pretty girls, put your drink up. I get you anything you think up.
I'm like, you're 57 years old.
I mean, I guess he can still like pretty girls, but you know, at that.
Ain't too many women ain't pretty to me. Ain't too many women ain't pretty to me. Ain't too many women ain't pretty to me.
Got those beautiful doggos here. Look at that, nice, all combining together.
It's a 3, huh? Eek.
Yeah, 3 dogs should be good.
My parents loved to get out onto the deck to do grilled food. As a kid, I was kind of like, I think that the grilled char just makes it worse. But I like it now.
I think it has to be in moderation because some people cook hot dogs on the grill to like all black.
What's up with that?
Oh, look at that beautiful burger. She could go a little longer.
Yeah.
She could go a little longer, Nina. Look at that bubbling mac, Nina. I'm gonna add in some mayonnaise. Not too much, just a little bit. I'm gonna add in some mustard.
Look at that giant bulbous burger.
That burger would be very inefficient for like actually eating.
But if the whole point is to raise it for macaroni and cheese.
Yes, exactly.
Train it to be inside of a mac.
Some black fresh ground pepper.
We used actual yellow mustard instead of like mustard powder.
Yes. Look at that beautiful mac. This is just about done, Frankie. A little bit of paprika. We're gonna let that burger rest for a minute. Could you cut up one more hot dog for me in the meantime?
One more dog.
The final element here, the rest of this cheese, it's gonna go on top, kind of add a nice cheesy crust.
And then when do the chips come into play?
The chips come during serving.
Top 5 summer songs, go.
Will Smith, Summertime.
Summer of 69.
Summer of 69. Hot Down, Somewhere in the City. Do you know the name of it?
Let's just go with Hot Town Summer.
Summer in the City.
Hot Town, Summer in the City. Back of my neck getting dirt and gritty.
Anything by the Beach Boys.
Sure. Kokomo.
Yeah, it's hot, hot, hot.
Oh, that's a great one too. For really hot days. You can only save that one for then.
See people rocking, hear people chanting, feeling hot, hot, hot.
What about Cheeseburger in Paradise?
Great song. I don't know if I'd associate that with summer.
Cheeseburger in paradise, give on earth with an onion slice.
All right.
Some people say it's a hard and brave, but I know
Burn, 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 burn.
it's my own damn fault.
Burr, 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 burr.
Some people Mackie,
Burr, 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 burr.
Junt with the hot dogs.
Burr, 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 burr. Now notice that I'm not mixing them in. They're going on top. Cut that burger into nice bite-sized pieces on your cutting board or wherever you want.
I thought you were gonna say on your day off.
On your day off. Look at that nicely cooked burger. That's
at
a
that.
nice burger. I didn't want it too rare because we're gonna be having it in the mac directly.
Now you could have bought ground hamburger.
I could have, but if I wanted to cook it on the grill, it would be real tough to just cook
True.
random ground hamburger.
You would have had to pre-cook it, then stick it on the grill.
Yes, and I wanted the whole grill experience.
When you go to a summer cookout, what chip do you hope they have?
A chip in general, any kind of chip.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Right? I'm probably going for Doritos to be totally
yeah,
real
nacho
with you.
Doritos. All right, I'm ready to pull this mac off. Oh, she looks good. Looks incredible. Distributed across.
We got our 4th of July paper bowls.
I love them.
Chips all over it.
Yep, a little bit of chips. Just a little bit.
I can't believe it.
You can't believe it. And a little mustard too, Frankie. Now, you don't have to have yours this way.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Just a little bit.
It doesn't look like just a little bit.
That was kind of a lot.
Searching for my lost sugar of salt.
Oh, there it is.
I'm trying to mix it up so that I don't get too much of anything. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Happy 4th of July! Well, the cheeseburger motif is coming in strong. Mm-hmm. The mac is really good. The mac.
Yeah.
Try to eat just the mac if you can.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Dude, the smoked Gouda. The smoked Gouda. Thoughts?
Prayers.
Yeah. Heavy burger, heavy mustard.
If you're actually going to make this at home, don't put the mustard and ketchup on at the end.
I really liked the mustard and ketchup.
It is kind of nice actually.
It is? You
Even
like-
the chip.
I
A little bit of
really
sweet-
like it. I
you like
really
it?
like it. It's a phenomenal macaroni and cheese, just the macaroni and cheese. But the rest of it tastes like the 4th of July. I think this is the best like holiday mac you've ever made. You know,
Really?
all of the Halloween stuff is all, you know, fun
Yeah.
and cute and the pumpkin and stuff, but this tastes like the holiday.
I actually think that you've invented something here that could be replicated by other crazy people.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a recipe on the website, of course.
Excellent idea. Happy 4th of July. Enjoy some
4th of July.
fireworks. You can be our wingman anytime.
In my Minecraft world,
Yeah.
I built 2 palaces for you and we worship you as God.
What?
John. I even built a statue with nether blocks and diamonds for you.
Wow,
Wrong
I
statue.
can't wait to see it. Wow, did you build all this stuff?
Every little last bit. Ready for your resurrecting spot?
Yes.
Come on.
I said, I don't understand. Is John God in, like, he walks among you? Or is he more like God or Jesus where you never really see him? And she goes, it's more like that, and he's going to resurrect someday. And I was like, oh, like Jesus, but you don't know when? And she goes, no, we know when. This weekend.
That is hilarious.
Walk on the red carpet.
On the red carpet? Oh, down here? Yeah.
is the red carpet for John to come out.
You're home.
Can you believe how much she's built?
It's incredible. You know, I build on computer where I think it's 100 times easier.
You get to rather keep the children or make them work in the child labor building.
I would not make any children work in the child labor building.
But we already built the child labor building.
That's okay. We can repurpose it to a different function so we don't have to have child
Are you
labor.
ready?